it kind of grew as we got older. Always been kind of this weird part of it for me where I'm like, is this a pity party? Because I don't want it to be.
Honestly, I didn't know, you know what I mean? Like, I think I hoped. Obviously, Hales is my lady and my best friend. I wanted it so bad for both of you. It makes me really happy.
I'm gonna see where I wrote Satai Fish app. The DM that was right above that she sent to me is gone because she unsent it right away. And if I went back to my MacBook from 2013, maybe I could find that, because above that, and you're gonna have to take my word for this one because I don't have it, but she said, "What hotel is Justin staying at? Kylie and I want to know."
Nobody expected Kendall Jenner and Hailey Bieber to drift apart like this. They were the ultimate IT girl duo, jet-setting to luxury getaways, turning heads at Fashion Week, and partying until sunrise with matching looks and flawless selfies. But now, their glam-packed sisterhood seems to be falling apart, and Kendall is not keeping it cute or quiet. We're diving into the betrayal that's got the internet in shock. A fallout so messy it might have destroyed one of Hollywood's most iconic friendships. Before we get into the drama that's got everyone buzzing, let's rewind for the newbies who might not know how deep this runs. Kendall Jenner, runway queen and Kardashian royalty, has been ride or die with Hailey Bieber for years. You know Hailey, formerly Baldwin, now married to pop Prince Justin Bieber. These two were inseparable, always flexing their friendship on tropical vacations, red carpets, and all over Instagram, living like the fashion world's version of soulmates. But here's where the story takes a wild turn. Their sisterhood has always been tangled in one of pop culture's most talked about triangles. Justin Bieber, Hailey Bieber, and his headline-making ex, Selena Gomez. Now toss Taylor Swift into the mix, Selena's ride or die bestie, and boom, you've got a celebrity drama cocktail that's way too juicy to ignore. Let me break it down for you. Once upon a time, Kendall and Selena were actually tight. They chilled, snapped cute selfies, and looked like real deal friends. But everything changed when Selena and Justin's on-again, off-again chaos hit its final breaking point. That's when the lines started getting real blurry. Kendall? She clearly picked a side, and it wasn't Selena's. After Justin and Hailey's whirlwind wedding in 2018, Kendall seemed locked in on Team Hailey. For years, fans have been dissecting every post, every like, every red carpet glance. And let's not forget the iconic 2023 eyebrow fiasco. Girl, that was just the warm-up. TikTok detectives and Twitter sleuths have been all over the tension between Selena and Hailey like it's a full-time job. But now, here's the twist that's turning heads. Kendall might be caught right in the middle of this Hollywood crossfire. Our sources say she's stayed close with Hailey through all the mess. In fact, as recently as January 2025, the two were seen grabbing dinner in West Hollywood. Proof that their friendship's still holding on strong. For now. But here's where the story really flips, and no one saw it coming. Word on the street is that people close to Kendall say she's been feeling seriously weirded out by Hailey's behavior towards Selena. And let's be real, it's about time someone in Hailey's inner circle called it out. Now let me spill the real tea. For years, internet detectives have been stacking receipts, claiming Hailey's got a low-key obsession with Selena, and not the cute kind. We're talking full-on copycat moves that are giving serious single white female energy. The list, wild. Fans point to Hailey allegedly mirroring Selena's outfits, tattoos, and even dropping interview answers that sound identical. The internet's loaded with side-by-sides that'll make your jaw drop. And here's the kicker. Hailey was accused of getting a tattoo in the exact same spot just 12 days after Selena debuted hers. Oh, and she launched a cooking show that looked way too much like Selena's hit series Selena Plus Chef. Coincidence? Fans aren't buying it. Now here's the real bombshell. A self-proclaimed ex-Justin Bieber superfan named Dana popped up with receipts, and they're wild. She claims Hailey had been plotting to bump into Justin for years. Strategic run-ins, planned hangouts, it's giving calculated. According to Dana's tell-all, Hailey used to slide into her DMs all the time, begging for intel on Justin's location, just so she could accidentally show up at the same hotel or restaurant. That's not dedication, that's strategic stalking and not the cute kind. Imagine your homegirl pulling moves like that to chase a guy. Wouldn't you start questioning what she's really about? And now it looks like Kendall might finally be doing just that. But wait, it gets even messier. Let's not forget Kendall's own rumored past with Justin. Neither of them ever confirmed it, but word is they had a casual thing going on a few years before he put a ring on Hailey. If that's true, this whole situation is messier than anyone thought. Now here's the kicker. In an old Instagram Live from back in April 2020, Kendall made a comment that's hitting way different today. Someone asked if she saw Justin and Hailey's marriage coming, and Kendall said, honestly, no. Sounds innocent, right? But now fans are wondering, was that no about more than just surprise? Maybe Kendall already knew what kind of schemes Hailey had been running behind the scenes, and she just didn't think the marriage would actually happen. Or was Kendall just being real, admitting she didn't see Justin and Hailey's relationship getting that serious that fast? What's wild is how slick Kendall's been in dodging all this chaos for years. She stayed tight with Hailey but never threw shade at Selena, and considering the heat between those two, that's impressive. Digging through the receipts, we found 0 public comments from Kendall about Selena, like nothing, which makes it pretty clear she's been playing it safe and keeping her thoughts locked up. But now, that silence might be breaking. Sources say Kendall finally snapped after what insiders are calling the final straw. A moment so messy, even she couldn't look the other way. So what went down? Oh, it gets good! Word is, this blow-up is tied to Hailey's reaction to Selena's big engagement to producer Benny Blanco in December 2024. The internet went wild, but what really got people talking were the cryptic posts that followed, especially from Justin. Get this, Justin allegedly posted a Lord of the Rings meme showing Gollum eyeing a ring with the caption, "Girls on social media when they get engaged." Fans instantly connected it to Selena's engagement news. And where was Hailey during all this mess? Word on the street is that Hailey was hyping up her man's petty posts behind the scenes, all while putting on that totally unbothered face in public. Classic mean girl energy. But Kendall, reportedly, that's where she drew the line. The final straw? Hailey allegedly liked a shady video mocking Selena and Benny Blanco's interview magazine shoot, the one with Selena's feet on Benny's face. Fans were quick to catch it, and let's just say, it didn't sit right. Hailey's team denied it ever happened, blaming it on a fabricated narrative cooked up by a content creator. But by then, the damage to her bond with Kendall might have already been done. Insiders say Kendall's been feeling more and more weirded out by Hailey's ongoing fixation with Selena, especially now that Selena's clearly moved on and found new love. One source even spilled, "Selena's happy now, and Hailey's still acting like it's a competition. It's exhausting." And the internet, they're eating this up. Fans have gone full detective mode, zooming in on every like, unfollow, and post. Has Kendall dropped Hailey on social? Are they ignoring each other online? It's all being tracked. But sometimes the loudest message is silence. These two used to document their every move together. Now, nothing. No selfies, no shout-outs. And in this world of constant oversharing, that kind of silence is screaming, louder than any Kardashian-Jenner launch ever could. So, is this the end of the road for Kendall and Hailey's friendship? Has Kendall finally opened her eyes and decided to back away from all the shady, toxic energy? Only time will tell. But one thing's crystal clear. This saga is far from over. Welcome to the next chapter, the Selena versus Hailey saga. A wild, obsessive, and downright bizarre rivalry that may have pushed Kendall Jenner right to the edge with her once ride-or-die bestie. Let's rewind way back, like 2009 back. Hailey Baldwin was just 13 when she came face-to-face with the person who would become the center of her world. 15-year-old rising heartthrob Justin Bieber. Now don't get it twisted, having a celeb crush at that age, totally normal. We've all been there. But what makes Hailey's story different is how that teenage crush allegedly spiraled into what some fans now call a decade-long campaign of obsession. Yep, according to a viral 7-part deep dive on TikTok and YouTube, Hailey didn't just fangirl from the sidelines. She used connections, especially her dad, actor Stephen Baldwin, to create accidental run-ins with Justin. Their first meeting, backstage at the Today Show, where Steven introduced her like it was fate. My daughter, Hailey. And that, according to the internet sleuths, is where things started getting real obsessive. Hailey just kept popping up around Justin, like clockwork. She showed up at the premiere of Never Say Never and was even snap posing with a magazine cover featuring none other than Justin and Selena, who had just started dating at the time. At first, Hailey played the supportive fan. In 2011, she tweeted that Yelena, yep, Justin and Selena's ship name, was her favorite couple. She even called Selena beyond flawless in early 2012 and said their relationship was perfect. Sounds sweet, right? But things took a turn fast. By mid-2012, Hailey's tweets got sarcastic, throwing subtle shade that hinted her vibe towards Yelena had definitely changed. Then comes 2014, peak drama. Justin and Selena were in one of their infamous off phases. And guess who suddenly started hanging around Justin's crew more? Yup, Hailey. She was even spotted at her own 18th birthday party with Justin in attendance. Around this time, Hailey got tight with Kylie and Kendall Jenner too, a move that looked real strategic as she tried to slide deeper into Justin's inner circle. And now for the wildest twist. Remember that former Justin Bieber superfan we mentioned earlier? Her claims just keep dropping bombshells. She says Hailey would hit her up constantly asking for info on where Justin would be, then would magically show up at the same places. Coincidence? Fans aren't buying it. Like, can we just pause for a second and process this? Imagine being so locked in on someone that you're literally DMing fan accounts to track their every move. That's not some teenage crush. That's straight out of a psychological thriller. And according to multiple sources, this is exactly what Hailey was doing for years. That's what you call playing the long game. By 2015, Hailey and Justin started popping up together more and more. But she kept denying they were a thing, even though they were out clubbing until 5 a.m. on Valentine's Day. Then in March of that same year, Hailey posted a shirtless pic of Justin and liked a now infamous tweet dragging Selena. If you were wondering where her loyalty stood, there's your answer. Now let's talk about 2018, because that's when the timeline gets messy. After years of back and forth, Justin and Selena gave it one last shot in late 2017. But by March 2018, done for good. Then, just a few months later, boom. Justin was publicly dating Hailey by June, and by July 1st, he proposed. Yep, he married Hailey that September, quick, fast, and in the spotlight. Fans saw it as Hailey's final move in what some believe was a years-long mission to win Justin over from Selena once and for all. But here's the million-dollar question, one that even Kendall might be asking herself. Did Justin ever actually get over Selena? Because in a 2020 interview, Justin dropped a bomb. He straight up admitted he was still dealing with the breakup when he got engaged to Hailey. Yikes. I'd been hurt in my previous relationship, Justin admitted, hinting loud and clear that the wounds from his time with Selena were still wide open when he proposed to Hailey. And let's not forget his reaction to Selena's engagement to Benny Blanco in December 2024. According to Daily Mail, Justin was hit with a sting when he heard the news. Not exactly what you'd expect from someone who's been married to someone else for 6 years, right? Which brings us to one of the wildest and honestly most unsettling parts of this whole saga. Hailey's alleged obsession with turning herself into a Selena clone. The internet is loaded with side-by-sides, and they're shocking. From outfits to poses to tattoos, Hailey's been accused of copying it all. Here's one that's got fans buzzing. On June 4th, 2015, Selena got a tiny G tattoo behind her ear. Just 12 days later, Hailey showed up with almost the exact same tattoo in the same spot. Coincidence? The internet doesn't think so. And it's not just looks. Fans have put together clips where Hailey seems to be copying Selena's words too. In one interview, Selena says, "People didn't really know me. I wish people just knew my heart." Later, Hailey says the exact same thing. Word for word. Creepy much? Even their business moves are eerily similar. After Selena launched her hit cooking show, Selena Plus Chef, Hailey came out with "What's in My Kitchen?" And the setup? Practically a mirror image. Fans are saying it's less inspiration, more imitation, from the camera angles to having her nana introduce dishes. Even that felt familiar. Hailey's cooking show wasn't the only thing raising eyebrows. Her beauty brand, Rhode, has also been called out for borrowing a little too much from Selena's rare beauty, from ad aesthetics to product vibes. At this point, it's giving straight-up single white female energy, and apparently, Kendall Jenner might finally be seeing the red flags fans have been screaming about for years. One of the most disturbing claims from the deep dive research, an alleged incident from February 2018. That's when Selena Gomez checked into a psychiatric facility in Connecticut. And get this, reports say Hailey drove past Selena's home with her pastor's wife, supposedly just to confirm Selena was still in therapy. If that really happened, we're not just talking obsession anymore. That's crossing into something way more serious. So where does Kendall stand in all this chaos? She's been close to both women, but her loyalty has always leaned toward Hailey. Until now. Sources say Kendall's starting to second-guess things after witnessing more of Hailey's alleged behavior toward Selena, and it's starting to rattle her. To really understand Kendall's position, you've got to look at her ties to both sides. She and Selena were once cool, but things fizzled when Kendall got tighter with Hailey. And let's not forget that TikTok drama in early 2023 when Hailey, Kendall, and Justine Skye lip-synced to audio that fans definitely took as shady. Yep, Kendall was right there in it. Now, unlike her sister Kylie, who was front and center in the infamous eyebrow feud with Selena in February 2023, Kendall kept things low-key. She stayed quiet, never making public digs at Selena, which some say shows she gets how messy this situation really is. Or maybe she's even got some quiet sympathy for what Selena's been through. But the real test of Kendall and Hailey's friendship, that came in October 2022. When Selena and Hailey shocked everyone by posing for photos together at the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures Gala. The internet went wild. It looked like the feud was finally being squashed. Mature, right? Well, not everyone was buying it. Word is, Kendall was skeptical from the jump and honestly, she might have had good reason. Just a few months after that make peace moment, the drama exploded again during the eyebrow saga. That's when Kylie and Hailey got dragged for allegedly mocking Selena's laminated brows on Instagram. Selena's response? She dropped an "I love you" on a fan video calling them out for acting like mean girls. And just like that, the tension was back on. Through all this chaos, Kendall's stuck by Hailey publicly. But behind closed doors, sources say she's over it. The constant drama, the shade, the obsession, it's wearing her down. Kendall values authenticity, one insider claimed, and she's starting to wonder if Hailey's been real about who she is this whole time. Or maybe Hailey's still chasing some version of Selena, the one she thinks Justin really wanted. But the real breaking point? That allegedly hit after Selena got engaged to Benny Blanco. While Selena's clearly glowing and thriving in a new chapter, Hailey still seems stuck in the comparison game. And Kendall? She might have finally had enough. Sources say Kendall straight up confronted Hailey about her behavior, and it turned ugly. The argument was so intense, insiders claim it may have shattered their friendship for good. To make things even messier, Selena has been out here proudly promoting her rare beauty brand, which just so happens to compete directly with Hailey's Rhode line. That business clash? It's adding serious tension to their already messy personal drama. And Kendall, being sharp when it comes to brand moves, allegedly told Hailey to focus on building her own lane, not obsessing over Selena's. Then there's the music. In Selena's 2019 hit Lose You to Love Me, believed to be about her breakup with Justin, she sings, "In 2 months, you replaced us." Like it was easy, made me think I deserved it in the thick of healing. Those lyrics hit hard, especially considering how fast Justin proposed to Hailey after splitting from Selena. And Hailey's reaction? Wild. She posted a screenshot showing she was listening to Summer Walker's "I'll Kill You" right after Selena's song dropped. She swore it was a coincidence, but fans were not buying it. Some even called it a threat, and sources say this was one of the first times Kendall started seriously questioning Hailey's mindset. And it didn't stop there. In one of the strangest twists yet, Hailey allegedly crashed Selena's album release dinner at Craig's in West Hollywood. She showed up early and stayed until Selena left. If that's not a statement, what is? So get this! When the restaurant started playing Selena's music, Hailey's stylist reportedly asked the waitress to switch it up and play Justin's track Yummy instead. When the request got denied, Hailey and her crew allegedly started shouting Justin's name across the place, like, seriously? That's next-level childish. And now, with rumors flying about tension in Justin and Hailey's marriage, including talk of them arriving and leaving events in separate cars, Kendall's reportedly wondering if she still wants to be tied to all this mess. Sources say she's starting to see the situation for what it really is: toxic, draining, and straight up bad for the brand. Let's be real. In Hollywood, friendships can fall apart fast, especially when your image and career are on the line. So, is Kendall making a smart move and backing away from Hailey before things blow up even more? It's looking like it. But hold up, there's still one major player who's been keeping it low-key through all of this: Taylor Swift, Selena's best friend and ultimate protector. And let's not forget, when Taylor gets involved, the drama multiplies tenfold. Taylor and Selena go way back, over 15 years strong, which is basically a lifetime in celeb friendship terms. And Taylor, she's never been one to hide how protective she is when it comes to Selena. In fact, she laid it all out in a revealing 2020 interview with the Wall Street Journal. Taylor Swift didn't leave any room for confusion. She once said, "I knew from when I met her, I would always have her back in my life. I have the ability to forgive people who have hurt me, but I don't know if I can forgive someone who hurts her." Now that's a ride or die statement if there ever was one. With loyalty like that, it's no wonder folks in Hailey's circle might be feeling real nervous about getting on Taylor's bad side. While Taylor hasn't dropped any direct public comments about the whole Selena versus Hailey drama, her silence, it's speaking loud. And fans are convinced she's been letting the music do the talking, especially through the lyrics of her track Question off her 2022 album Midnights. Let's talk about these lyrics. Did you leave her house in the middle of the night? Did you wish you'd put up more of a fight? When she said it was too much, do you wish you could still touch her? Fans are certain this is a nod to Justin and Selena's messy breakup and his rush into marrying Hailey. But Taylor doesn't stop there. More lyrics like, does it feel like everything's just like second best after that meteor strike? And what's that I heard? That you're still with her? That's nice. I'm sure that's what's suitable and right. Yikes, it's giving rare shade, literally. Listeners think those lines are low-key aimed at Hailey and Justin's relationship, with the second best part hitting especially hard. Many believe Taylor's hinting that Hailey was the fallback after Justin let go of the real deal, Selena. Taylor never confirmed the rumors about her lyrics. Classic Taylor, always keeping the world guessing. But that didn't stop fans from running with it. In early 2023, as the Hailey versus Selena drama hit full tilt, a TikTok video went viral with the caption, "Y'all talking about the Selena-Hailey drama? Forget that. Taylor already wrote a song about it." Over 920,000 views later, and it was clear. Fans were connecting every lyric to the feud. Taylor's loyalty wasn't just in her music either. In February 2023, an old clip resurfaced of Hailey gagging at the mention of Taylor Swift while co-hosting Drop the Mic. Fans were not having it, and neither was Selena. She jumped in the TikTok comments with, "So sorry, my best friend is and continues to be one of the best in the game." Just like that, the internet erupted. Their bond, unshakable. And Hailey, even more isolated in the eyes of the public. Now let's bring Kendall back into the mix. She's been close with both Hailey and the Kardashian-Jenner crew, who, let's not forget, have their own rocky history with Taylor Swift. So Kendall's been walking a serious tightrope for years. On one hand, she's stayed loyal to Hailey. But on the other, she's not blind to Taylor's massive influence. and the unstoppable force of the Swift-Gomez alliance. According to insiders, Kendall's been quietly stressing about how she's being perceived in all this, and who she might get caught standing next to if the fallout gets worse. Kendall's been catching heat too, especially after that eyebrow incident in February 2023 that involved her sister Kylie and Hailey. The whole mess exploded on social media, and the numbers? Insane. The hashtag #Team Selena pulled in 1.8 billion views on TikTok. Let that sink in? 1.8 billion. That's not just viral. That's a full-blown cultural moment. It proved one thing. Team Selena, and by extension, Team Taylor, runs the internet. Meanwhile, Hailey's fan base? Loud, sure, but a much smaller squad in comparison. And when you stack up those numbers, it's easy to see why Kendall might be rethinking her alliances, especially as someone who lives off her image. As a top-tier model and businesswoman, Kendall knows how public perception shapes everything. Being linked to someone consistently painted as the mean girl villain? Not exactly a brand boost. But sources say Kendall's alleged pullback from Hailey isn't just about saving face. It's deeper than that. Word is, Kendall's genuinely unsettled by what she sees as Hailey's nonstop obsession with Selena. An obsession that seems to be getting worse, not better. Let's not forget that seriously disturbing claim, the one about Hailey allegedly driving by Selena's house with her pastor's wife to check if she was still in therapy. That's not drama. That's concerning. And to quote Taylor Swift, because come on, she's got a lyric for every messy moment, this situation, it's starting to sound a whole lot like you can hear it in the silence. Sometimes the best thing that ever happened to you turns out to be just one chapter in your story. Beautiful, but not the whole book. And maybe, just maybe, Kendall Jenner is finally ready to close the page on her ride with Hailey and start writing a brand new one. One with less drama, fewer mind games, and way more peace. This whole saga, it's been a roller coaster, full of obsession, loyalty tests, and billion-view internet showdowns. And if Kendall really is stepping away from the chaos, we can't say we blame her. If you've been living for every twist, every TikTok clue, every eyebrow arch and shady lyric, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss the tea. Drop a comment below with whose side you think Kendall's really on now, and hit one of the videos popping up right now to keep the drama going. See you in the next one.